As BGSU welcomes their students back to campus, there are new rules being enforced in hopes of lessening the risk of COVID cases. Last week was Rail Safety Week. I spoke with Bowling Green Police to see what you can do to stay safe. Ohio ranks as the 9th highest state for railroad collisions involving vehicles and 11th for pedestrian accidents. Head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says COVID-19 is likely to get worse again in the fall and winter. Fauci told doctors at Harvard on Thursday we should just hunker down. From a season cut short to the baseball program being cut and brought back weeks later, BG Baseball has been through a lot this year. The changes continue with Kyle Halleck as the new head coach, making him the youngest coach in college baseball. Before COVID, the SIBO Athletic Center was the control panel for all BG athletes. Now, the amount of people allowed inside is limited. In more news out of the West Coast, major wildfires have killed more than a dozen people, and officials say strong winds and dry conditions are fanning the flames. Today, Bob SIBO, one of the biggest athletic donors, is here at football practice.
Wow, I've been waiting a long time to get this thing going here, and I'm looking forward to it. I really think we're going to have an excellent team this year.
If you've ever been to a Falcon football game, the name SIBO might ring a bell. That's because his name is on the big building in the end zone. BGSU Dining is one of the largest student employers on campus, but they're struggling to find employees. The United States has more cases and more deaths than any other country in the world. And universities across America struggle to balance coronavirus outbreaks with on-campus learning. Daryl Forges has the latest. After the last debate, "Can I change my vote if I've early voted?" began trending in Google searches. President Trump later tweeted that you can change your vote in most states. But can Americans actually change their vote?
Mostly no.
Stuffy nose, fever, and cough are all symptoms of the common cold, flu, and COVID. This leaves many people wondering how to approach cold and flu season this year. Tackling cold and flu season is going to look different this year.
The symptoms for flu are very similar to the symptoms for COVID, and you can't tell the difference.
BGSU student athletes participated in a unity march today. The march was organized by the BGSU Student Advisory Committee, also known as SAC. Point how the flu may play into the pandemic this winter. He pointed to Australia's mild flu season this year because of COVID-19 mitigation efforts, like mask wearing and social distancing. Fauci said he still believes a coronavirus vaccine will be available by late this year or early 2021. College students are typically known for practicing unhealthy habits like staying up late and stress eating, but now might be the time to break those habits. Diet, sleep, and exercise may increase your resilience to COVID-19 stress. Has canceled trick-or-treating in Los Angeles this Halloween. The LA County Department of Public Health said in a news release that it would be very difficult to maintain social distancing on porches and at front doors. The guidance also bans so-called trunk-or-treating events from cars and gatherings or parties with non-household members. Events in which people remain in their vehicles will be allowed.